Hello everybody, this is Poppy from Sniper Media, and I'm doing my first video. I wanted to show you all my new Lee Deluxe reloading kit. I just picked up a Ruger SP101 38 Special 357 Magnum, and to buy ammunition for that right now in this area is about 48 cents a round. And after doing some calculation, I found that I could reload for about 11 cents a round. So taking into account the price of the equipment and the 11 cent per round reload cost, I'm going to have to reload 600 rounds of ammunition to break even, which should be pretty simple. And then everything after that is gravy. So I went ahead and ordered this. I ordered it through Midway USA. I only got part of the set in my first order. That was because it was on sale. I had just enough money to get the pieces that were on sale. I ordered them on Sunday evening, right before Memorial Day 2011. I got an email from them on Monday, on Memorial Day, saying that they had been shipped out. I checked with UPS Ground on Tuesday, and they had been picked up and were on their way. And today is Thursday, June 3rd, and they showed up earlier today. So thumbs up to Midway USA for getting this stuff out early. The Deluxe Reloading Kit, which comes with the turret press with auto index, the safety powder scale. I've heard good and bad about the quality of the scale. The auto disc powder measure, which is kind of a low-end measuring device. I've heard from various YouTube videos that it's very consistent and relatively accurate, but it's not particularly versatile. There's not a lot of adjustment you can make to it. You're kind of stuck with what it gives you, but that's to be seen in the future. The primer pocket cleaner, the camphor tool, and the Lee case trimmer. And then in addition to that, now all of that cost me $109.99. They had it on sale from $117. And then in addition to that, I got the set of 4 carbide dies for 38 Special 357 Magnum, which was $34.99. Again, on sale, I think regularly they're $41 or $39.99. So anyway, I haven't opened the box yet. I've been just champing at the bit to get to this box, but I wanted to wait and do a video on it while I did it, so you could enjoy seeing how Midway USA did at the same time I do. So we're going to go ahead and get this open. You can tell from the top it looks like they pulled the staples out, and that's what I'm hoping they did, because they had to open the box in order to slip in the 4 die set for the 38 Special. So I'm hoping that's exactly what they did. All right, so here we go. We have the Lee turret press. I'm sure instruction manuals, setup instructions, and so forth. We have the auto disc powder measure instruction booklet. We have the camphor tool, the cutter and lock stud for trimming cases, the primer pocket cleaner, and then the pieces to the press. Now, I'm not sure at this point if they put my dies in here. All right, so this goes to the powder measure. This is the disc set. Each of these obviously measures out a different amount of powder, and you choose the one that's going to measure out the amount you need for your particular load. I've looked up the 38 Special with the powder that I can get here, and 125 grain lead bullets, and I'm going to be using about 4 grains to start with, which per pound is going to give me somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,700 rounds of ammunition per pound of powder. All right, so let's slide this out. We have some additional manuals in here. We have Lee Precision Reloading 2011 catalog. That's kind of cool. And of course we have the invoice. And the invoice says that they did ship the 357 Magnum 38 Special dies. It doesn't say back ordered, so we're going to see. Another good thing about Lee, just real quick, they have something called the NRA Roundup. whenever you buy something from them, they'll ask you if you'd like to round up your purchase to the next dollar, and they give the difference, that extra few cents, to the NRA. On their website, when you look at that program, they've collected over $6 million that way to support the NRA, which I thought was pretty cool. So here we have the powder safety scale. Pretty basic. Looks like a 1-bar type of scale. Goes from 0 to 100 grains. So you won't be measuring any bullets with it, but it should be plenty good for measuring the powder. And then the instruction manual that goes along with that. We have the remainder of that powder measure, and there's lots of videos out there online for this. Basically, the disc slides up underneath the red case, drops the powder into the disc opening, and then when you slide the shell up into it, it slides over and drops it down through this hole here and into the shell. We also have there it is. So they did open the box. There's that set of 4 dies. I want to break the box first time out of the chute here. Not sure how that opens, but I'll figure it out here in a second. Anyway, what comes with this? It's $34.99. Get a carbide factory crimp die, which is kind of a neat addition to this. You get the powder through expanding die, the carbide sizing die, and the bullet seat and feed die. And then also two things that I didn't think came with this set that they didn't show online, and unfortunately I've already ordered one, and I was going to say they really ought to include it, and obviously they have, is the shell holder. And then they also have a powder measure. I don't know what size that is, but they've included that as well. The powder the shell holder is $3.50, or you can get a whole set of them for $24 if you're doing a lot of different calibers. But it's nice. They actually included it in the set, so that's kind of a neat thing. I guess I've just got an extra at this point. And then, finally, you have the press itself and the handle. Now, this press is going to mount on the bench this way. The handle will be attached in here. You have the shaft that goes up, and the indexing rod. Now, I've heard some bad things about the indexing rod. I'm going to hold my judgment until after I've actually tested it out. But apparently, from what I've seen online, there's a rubber bushing or a plastic bushing in there that has a tendency to break after just several tens of rounds, is what I've heard. So we'll test that out and see. And I'll give you another video once I get that done. Also, once the next shipment comes in. So that's the press itself. Pretty sturdy, good solid metal press. You know, doesn't look like there's a thing wrong with that. And then last but not least, the wooden handled press handle. There it comes. Which is going to attach here and of course operate the press moving up and down. So that's it for now. Got my dies and my press. I've got some other stuff on order as well. And for those of you wondering about the cost of reloading, for all of the equipment, including the press, the dies, the extension, there's an extension that goes on your powder dispenser in order to raise it up off of the press just a little bit. And that's because when you get the safety prime system, which allows you to prime your ammunition without touching the primers, that actually sits in a position on the press that causes it to bump into this powder dispenser. So there's a couple of risers. They cost $7, $7.50 each, that raises this up enough to get it past there. So including those, some shell casing holders. I bought 3 shell casing holders. They each hold 100 rounds. And then the priming system. All of that combined was $219 through Midway USA. The second batch is on its way. And when you take that $219 and then the 11 cents per round, as I said earlier, I need to reload about 600 rounds of ammunition, and then I'll break even. And from that point forward, we're talking 11 cents a round instead of 48 cents a round for 38 special. I haven't done the math yet on the 357. I would imagine, since you use the same powder, just twice as much, the same primers, the same bullets, I would imagine that the price is going to be significantly less per round, or a greater difference per round than buying the pre-made ammunition. We're also looking at getting some additional turrets. It costs about $98 per turret for additional calibers. If you get a powder dispenser to put on each turret, and a die set, the turret itself, the risers for the powder, and so forth. So about $100 per caliber to add to this set. So anyway, that's it. I'm Poppy with Sniper Media, and I'll shoot another video here when I get my next order, hopefully within the next couple of days. According to Midway USA, they've already sent it out.